Hello, and welcome to episode 9 of All the Mods Superflat. It's been a couple of weeks since I played last, and on top of the fact that it's been a couple of weeks, I went ahead and updated to the latest version. Well, I think it's one behind the latest version now because there was one this morning. Uh, and unfortunately, a few things have changed. I am no longer able to, like, or excavate the farm, which is really unfortunate, so I'm gonna have to work on getting harvesting pylons for all of this sooner than I intended to, because doing it manually now would be a nightmare. I don't think I managed to get it to work with sweet berries in another world, so there might still be some things that count, but the majority of it doesn't let me do it like it did before, unfortunately, which is kind of rude. That was, I don't know, more of a convenience thing. I was going to be able to automate that eventually, but I didn't want to have to. On top of that, it looks like Ice and Fire has been added in. I think it's labeled as a community edition, so it doesn't seem to be an official update, but that's fine. There may also be new items that I'm going to have to filter out of this mom farm. Like tridents? Were tridents not spawning before, or did I just not take care of them? They can't have been spawning before. Lots more diamond armor. That's nice. Add these 3 to the list. I think the first thing I'm going to take care of this morning is to go ahead and run through and finally torch up the area, because it has been, I don't know, a pain in the ass to have to return and sleep every time. Okay, that'll fix my problem for now. The next thing I'm going to want to do is probably make the diamond stack upgrades, so that I don't run out of space. Okay. So, I'll probably just cut this whole part out, because it's going to be dreadfully boring. There's no reason to watch me go place a billion torches, which I keep walking in there like that's where my stuff is, but I moved it a long-ass time ago. Oh, apparently I don't have 4 stacks of sticks. Alright. There's a little lag spike every time I craft 4 stacks of torches. That's hilarious. Anyway, so I have 1,024 torches, and... oh, good! Alright, so... I might need to do something other than light overlay to... It's not usually that laggy. I wonder why it hates me. Anyway, I'll be back in a bit, hopefully when this whole area is non-spawnable, and then all I'll have to deal with is a billion slimes all the fucking time. Well, that actually ended up using significantly less torches than I thought it would. I mean, I probably should expand the area so that it's further out still, but this'll do for now. This'll keep, you know, everything from bothering me. I did figure out what the light level issue was. Or not light level, the light overlay issue. And it's an odd one. It's the bedrock. Specifically on exposed bedrock. If I go over here, throw my light overlay on, even go over to areas where it shows stuff, it's fine. It's a little framey, because for whatever reason, this is a really unoptimized task. It always is. But if I just head straight towards my farm where I have unexposed bedrock, or exposed bedrock, my frame rate disappears. And it's not just these chunks either, it's also the chunks near the lake that are so they're kind of exposed, because like there's this layer of dirt, but there's open air under it, which means the game is still rendering them, like it would render a cave. So for whatever reason, the light overlay super does not like, oh, thunder showers. Bedrock. I don't know how that oversight was missed, but I don't know. It was easy to avoid the problem, keeping it in mind. Well, still have that visual bug. So now that we've got stuff lit up, I gotta decide on what I'm doing next. We could work on some Ars Noveau stuff, probably. I don't know, though. I also discovered that the Boon of the Earth might have different drops based on the different types of stone. It seemed like in a world I was playing that Deep Slate was giving me more of the lower level things like diamonds and lapis more frequently, which might have been why it was taking me so long to get lapis for the upgrades to this farm. And I don't really have a way of making Deep Slate at the moment, so that might kind of be a pain in the ass, but the main thing I need to know for starting Ars Noveau is if we have access to a way of making the gems. I have 6 gems already and only need 2 lapis. I might need to Boon of the Earth farm for a while to get enough gems to do any of the stuff I want to do with Ars Noveau, including set up a storage lectern. So I can stop picking through individual chests to get all the items I need. Because the other option would be amethyst, but I don't think the quest gave me a few amethyst blocks that I squirreled somewhere. Or maybe not. Am I forgetting that I used them for something, or am I just blind and incapable of spelling? Huh. I thought for sure. Ah, there it is. Along with so much other stuff. Jesus Christ. The game just gifting me 3 wind generators is pretty nuts, I just realized. Because power, kind of a problem for me. Still gonna need to put these up a lot higher later, but should be able to turn all this back on. I think I redstoned it off. Redstone ignored. Okay, now we can make sand again without having to worry too much about it. Let's fill my jetpack while I'm over here. How much else did that? Yep. Uh-huh. That's what I figured. Alright, let me leave that in there for a minute. Yoink. Alright, so I got those amethyst blocks I was thinking of. So let's see if there's any easy way to... Or attack? So this is a new mod that got added since I updated, that I'm entirely unfamiliar with. It looks like these materials are going to be too hard to collect without. Yeah, that's more amethyst than I think I have. Okay. I don't know. So it looks like lapis is going to be the method through which I'm going to get myself some more of the gems to get started on Ars Noveau, which means I'm going to need to sit and Boon of the Earth for a while. I'll probably further upgrade the size of this so that it takes a little less time. But it's still going to take a while, so I'll be back later. Well, I just autopiloted my way into doing something incredibly stupid and broke my Boon of the Earth pickaxe. That's gonna be a huge pain later. I do have enough lapis, I think, for right now, so I will probably deal with replacing it later, because, I don't know, I don't really want to make another diamond one. I want to make something that's not breakable next, if possible, so all we gotta do now is start on ours, which is gonna require some emeralds. Sick. And then some bone meal. Alright, sick. That'll help us get started on Ars, for which I'm also going to need more gold. How many imbuement chambers do I want to start with? I don't know, let's do 8. Well, I guess it's going to be 9 now. Oh, I put the lapis away. Yoink. Alright. I should also do something about the excessive amount of cobblestone and stuff that's on me. Oh, I'm gonna need to start crafting it down so it starts taking up less. No, not literally the one I just put in there, you dumb fucking game. Alright. There you go, problem solved for now. So the basic stuff you do with Ars Noveau technically should probably go for like a spellbook first, but I'm going to jump directly into the storage lectern if I can. Okay. That was excessive. I don't need that much. Arcane core is next. And then I'm gonna need 8 pedestals. Whoops. Okay, a little bit more than that, please. Thank you. I think, yeah, it was an enchanting apparatus. I used the JEI to pull the recipe up for it, so. I'll put it down near my other enchanting thing for now. Why did that placed sideways. Boom. Now, do I have any spare bookshelves already, or... Yeah. Bookshelf. 4 slabs for a lectern. 4 chests. Oh. God damn it. Oh, I apparently already had all the chests I needed on me. And then this will make me a nice little storage lectern. The hard part is actually the bookworm charms. For which I need a ritual brazier. Look at our storage lectern. Where do we want to put this? We'll do this. Anyway, ritual brazier. Oh, I need one more arcane pedestal. That's annoying. I also need to go collect all of those gems I made earlier. I don't know if I want to make more right now, but I need them to finish this craft currently, so... Alright. Brazier. Now, my first bookworm charm could... If I remember correctly, the hard part is the book and quill. And there's one in my inventory, but I'm using that one. Tablet of Awakening. Yeah, look, 4 gems, 4 saplings, and a flashing archwood log. That is really easy to make. So the hard part is books and quills. Which I have a couple of. So that'll get me 8 inventories. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Most of my stuff, but then I don't have anything afterwards, so... I think it might be time to go loot a village. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna end the recording here and go find a... Well, end is the right word. Pause the recording here and go find a village that has some librarians in it so I can steal a couple more books and quills. Because technically I can just make one bookworm at a time, and that recipe isn't too expensive. But lapis is a little hard to come by, so I don't want to have to do it too many times, and I'd like to do all my chests at once, which probably requires at least 4 books and quills. So I'm going to need to find another 2. What direction have I not really gone off in? South. We're gonna head south. So we will see you with a few books and quill in hand. I thought I was only gonna have to visit the one village to get everything I needed, but I ended up needing to visit a second village. I cannot speak for whatever reason. Because there weren't any libraries in the first one. Well, there was one, but none of the chests had the book and quills that I was looking for. Anyway, so we've got 4 now, and our brazier, so I just need myself the... Okay, this was a mistake, because it's just going to give me every wood crafting. It's called a Tablet of Awakening. Hello? Oh, it's flourishing, not flashing. Okay. I mixed up the Fs. There we go. Okay. Put our ritual brazier down. Tablet of Awakening. Nope. And then I modify it with 4 books and activate. Aha! Cool. Now I have 4 bookworm charms. And you might be wondering what the remaining items are for. That is for over here. I need to make myself something called a Dominion Wand, which is basically Ars Nouveau's wrench. It's for linking the inventories to the storage lectern. And then we just yoink down our 4 bookworms. Which gives me a maximum of 16 connected inventories, and I think it's... There we go. Position set. Position... Oh. Wait. The bookworm got in the way. Am I missing a row? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Nope, that's everything. Okay. So now everything that is stored in all of those chests is now available in here, which means I can stop sorting them. It also means I'm gonna have to put bigger stack upgrades and make these chests bigger and stuff, and just... But now we can dump! I can just throw anything I don't need immediately on me into... No, that I'm gonna keep pipes for now. Into the storage system. This will be where I can craft from. Why do I have 2 configurators? Oh, actually, I think a quest gives you one for some reason. Okay, I don't know why dumping from my inventory is causing me more problems than it should, but look how doable that is. I'll keep that for now. Alright. It's about as decluttered as we're gonna get. And now, unfortunately, this is gonna mean that, yeah, any kind of organization that I had set up is getting screwed instantaneously as these guys find places to just toss stuff. That also means that I'm going to want to go ahead and work on some diamond upgrades real quick. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27. Whoops. What? Where did my... Oh, I forgot the crafting table on a stick has an inventory. So it won't just toss it. Okay, so 27 torches for 27 upgrades. Don't know why that happens. Need a little bit more gold. And then I can just go over to the farm. And I'm still using the chests to collect stuff, even though I just finished setting up the system to not need to do that. I should put my home probably... Oh, but then if I do that, I can't sleep easily. But I don't need to worry about mobs as much, so... We're gonna slash set home. Okay, so... Next step is using most of the diamonds that farm has collected. And, oh, apparently there was another one in there. And now, our storage drastically increases in size. Boom. Now, any storage space issues I was worried about should be relatively solved. I'm still going to need better and more stack upgrades, though. So let's work on that. Because now, doing stuff like that is a lot easier. I can just look up stack upgrade and make, let's see, there's 27 chests behind us, so I don't know. We'll start with 16. I'm definitely going to need more than that, but I don't want to run through all of my... Well, apparently I'm starting with 24. I need more iron. That's the other thing I'm going to need to work on, is replacing the mechanism jetpack with a... all the mods... Not all the mods. Iron jetpack. There's just no comparison, honestly. The mechanism jetpack really is a nice... mediation, middle point. Mediation is the closest I could get for whatever reason. Between a good level iron jetpack and not having any kind of flight at all. But it is still very much not fun. How many? Okay, well, fair. Gold. Do I want to take any of these straight to diamond? No, I think I'll probably stick with double golds for now. I don't think I have anything that is too large in volume yet that I'm storing over here. So it shouldn't be a problem to have the smaller stack size. So I was only one short on giving these all 2 gold stack upgrades, and then, you know, eventually I will get to making them all diamond stack upgrades, but I'm nowhere near that being a problem right now, because the biggest item I have right now is dirt, and that only takes up 2 slots, and I can do this, which I probably will be doing off camera most of the time, because it is much slower than it is when I do it on my Windows computer. I don't know why crafting is so slow on this. Anyway, so now that problem is solved. Dirt. Gone. So we've got our storage lectern, and we've got massive increases to the storage that it can contain. The next thing would be to see how far off we are being able to access the storage lectern remotely, which is with this warp index. I wish I'd remembered it used a bookworm charm before I... Okay, well, so I'm gonna need to go looking for another book and quill. And, oh, this might be impossible. I don't know if... Actually, that's not true. It might be really difficult, though. So, I don't know if starbuncles can spawn. There's no reason to look through like that. I think I'm going to probably take a break and do a little bit of research, because I don't know if they can spawn at all on Superflat. It might be a biome-specific thing. But if they don't spawn on Superflat, I don't think that entirely screws me, because usually when I get a Starbuncle token, it's not actually from interacting with the Starbuncle and giving it the gold nugget. It's from picking it out of a dungeon chest, which I've seen a lot of the loot tables appear in the backpacks that mobs will sometimes rarely drop. And they're like tiered them, that like you'll get another one if you kill one of the nether, like the wither skeleton that has a backpack has nether based loot tables to it, and the overworld ones have overworld loot tables. So there's a good chance that I could pick up a Starbuncle token from something like that, or from just exploring structures in the nether. Or the overworld. Honestly, it could appear in village chests. I don't strictly remember where I've been able to pick them up. Just that I have been able to pick them up, not just make them by interacting with starbunkles. So that so far is, it looks like, going to be the main limit, because this is just 4 pearls, 4 blaze powder, pearl, gem, a book and quilt, which is kind of annoying, but I know I can get those pretty easily. Another gem. Yeah. So the only hard part for this first one is the Starbuncle Charm. That's... Pretty annoying, though. Well, I'll be back. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be all that much documentation on where a Starbuncle token can spawn in a chest. I know I've seen it before in All the Mods 10 and other All the Mods packs. So unless I entirely got fucked between like the last time I was playing a bit, and they updated something that removed it from the loot table, it should still be in there. The other thing, though, is that it says they spawn in wooded areas, but also that they spawn uncommonly in plains, and I don't know if that means the plains biome? So it might be that they rarely have a chance of just spawning around where I am, and I just haven't seen one, which means I should probably go like generate new chunks and stuff, like, you know, go village hunting, which I will probably not waste your time with, because it's not going to be very entertaining. Yeah, so we're gonna go on a search for the Starbuncle token, which means I'm gonna go search through a whole bunch of village chests. So I'll probably, I don't know, maybe I'll keep some of the more interesting stuff in. Actually, yes, I'm gonna need a separate backpack before I do this, because I don't have the remote connection yet, so I still need something that I can fill and dump later. This gold backpack is empty. Cool. Could probably make another right backpack. Oh, sneezed. Anyway, this is fine. So I'll keep some of the more interesting stuff in here, and then just dump everything else. Well, actually, I'll probably keep it in here so it's well separated, and then just dump everything else into the storage system, and check back with you guys when I find a Starbuncle token. Or in the case that I actually find a living Starbuncle, I'm gonna need a nugget on me. So we'll be back, hopefully shortly, but I have a bad feeling about how long this is going to take. Alright, so I've gone through a couple iterations of trying things out since I stopped the recording. Went through a village, and none of the loot was filling anything similar to the stuff that I had gotten Starbuncle tokens out of. I think it needs to be more of a dungeon chest thing. So I cleared all of the peaceful mobs out of one of the villages and moved away from the village in hopes that I could get a Starbuncle to spawn, but I'm really just seeing slimes. I haven't even seen, like, vanilla mobs just yet. So I was thinking about options for speeding up the rate of spawning these peaceful mobs. And I remembered that there is the opposite of Dreadful Dirt. It might be called Peaceful Soil or something like that. I don't know, it's not important. Which lets me use a few buckets of experience and some crops to make basically super grass, which spawns peaceful mobs like nothing's business. So hopefully that will include the Starbuncle. So I'm going to come back when I have probably, I don't know, like 4 of the chicken feed. So I just need to set up like some way to collect XP so I can get liquid XP. So it shouldn't take me long. That's all for nutritious chicken feed. I believe it's... well, I just remembered I need the egg first. I'm sorry, chicken. Happy birthday, Taco. That's fun. I don't know how loud that is for you guys, but... Cool. Got our 4 golden eggs. I apologize to these chickens. Oh, interesting. I don't actually get any chicken. Just lots of feathers. Yup. 5 by 5. Oh. Is that literally... Oh my god. Okay. Well, I should have done this before. Because... apparently it's that easy. I am still gonna go ahead and... Oh, I'm gonna have to cover this. What are you? It's got a present. Oh, I might have needed to give it a token to get the present instead of killing it. I also probably should have put a fence on that before I did that. It's fine. Wow, the side of the peaceful delightful dirt looks disgusting. That is awful. Anyway, let's go get some more token, or some more gold and see if I can't get that, present off of the Starbuncle that's running away over there. Where... It's not you. I'll take as many tokens as I can get, I guess, but... Where... I don't want you to just... Jesus. The armor that the world tier thing gives everything is kind of annoying. And... Raccoon! That's true. I'm gonna get all kinds of weird shit, and the wordless breaks are gonna be able to escape. I'm gonna need to put a roof on this. I definitely made a mistake here. Okay. I don't know where the one that escaped went, but... Is it not? Okay. Oh, no. Am I just right-clicking on them? What happened? Do I just need to be near them for... I'm confused. Shimmer. Oh. Hello. They're... What? I think I'm gonna need to slab this over. If the Drigmies could stop casually just spawning and walking out, please. I will take all the more Starbuncle tokens while I'm at it, though. Cool. Now I can spawn a shit ton of stuff whenever I need to. Are these just... Oh. Okay. Loot bag. Apparently. So, I was gonna walk around and kill a bunch of this stuff, but I guess if it's not gonna add to the cap now... Like, they're not gonna keep spawning, I might as well just leave them, and sleep... So I got my token, and with my token I need a couple of pieces of gold so I can make myself the charm. Is as nice as it is having all these peaceful mobs, I did not do this for nothing. Oh, right, it likes it when I put it down first. Lectern. Okay. I forgot to pick up the book and quill when I was going through villages earlier, so I'm still gonna have to do that. Yoink. Scry crystal. Okay, so I'm gonna need 2 scry crystals, one of them to turn into something else, it looks like. Oh. I'm out. Okay. I mean, that's easy enough to fix. Yoink, that'll fix my gem problem. Anything else I can make while I'm here? No, that requires another gem. Bookworm charm requires me to go get the thingy. I guess I can pick up the blaze powder and the end pearls while I'm here. Oh. Oh wait, what am I doing? This spawns Enderman, I'm pretty sure. No, I'm absolutely sure it does. Yep. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of scrolls now. That is too much junk for me to care about. Let's just not walk somewhere I don't need to. Oh, whoops. Not what I meant by not walk somewhere I don't need to. Scry crystal. And then I need to make a second scry crystal with some gems. Oh. There we go. Okay. So we get the Enchanter's Eye. So I think it's just the Bookworm charm that I need now. Let's... Book and quill fucking acquired! There we go. It took me an extra village than I wanted it to, but I got here. Now we need another Tablet of Awakening. Okay, maybe I should actually narrow it down a little bit. Perfect. Tablet of Awakening. Triple Browser. And Book and Quill. And we get ourselves their charm. And now... Hey look, the World Sprigs are here to watch. There are a few of you that are just hanging out near this. I wonder if they like Ars items for whatever reason. Eventually I will go ahead and upgrade that to interdimensionally function, but I need a nether star for that. So, that's gonna be a minute. But, until then, I'm pretty sure it works in the whole dimension? Get rid of the crafting table on a stick, and put this in my curio slot. Now we've got a backpack on the one button, and everything I own on the other one, and then I'll throw the crafting table in a stick. Oh, I forgot to... These are the couple of interesting things that I found while I was searching through villages earlier. I got a second villager hat, so saw Ice and Fire in one of the villages. Just, you know, one of their base, like, here's your introductory book spawners. This gem is +1 to Fortune, Sharpness, or Protection. And then this is a poison-proof ring. Hopefully I can find the fireproof version of this, because that's really useful, especially when I gotta start fighting blazes. Anyway, now we have storage taken care of in a way that should make progression faster, because I don't need to jump back and forth between chests to craft things or to see if I have something. I can just check pretty much everything I own simultaneously. We're gonna just go ahead and throw the villagers in here for now. Probably put them in their own backpack or something later, but these are all like just stolen villagers. None of them are being used for anything yet. I may or may not want to do more, or I might call it, because this, I don't know, this feels like a pretty good amount of progress. We have a whole storage system that was just a few chests when I started. I really love Ars Nouveau's Storage Lectern for this reason. It's not as versatile as something like AE2. When I get into automation, I'm still gonna want to eventually switch over to AE2 if I can manage that. I don't know how I get Certus Quartz necessarily in a super flat world, but that's a come to it later kind of problem. Refined storage also has automation options as well, so I could do that instead. But this is it's so simple to get started if you have the basic Ars Nouveau stuff set up, and I don't think there's any range on this in this dimension. I do need to make sure that the storage lectern is in a loaded chunk. Yep, including all of my chests. Cool. So now if I go, for instance, 2,500 blocks away, yoink a villager off the ground, instead of putting him in my backpack here, I can just throw him directly into the system. This also, now that I'm thinking about it, means I don't need to carry this backpack on me, really. That's not true. I'm going to keep carrying it on me because I will eventually be taking trips to the Nether and the Twilight Forest, and until I get the upgraded version of the Warp Index, I don't want to have no way of storing extra items on me. Technically, I can just like /home and /back, but... So, I'm done yapping for the moment. I'm going to take a second to see about where we're at for the length of this episode, and then decide if I want to take care of another task, or call it quits on the 9th episode here. I did definitely get some stuff done. The world is nice and populated in a way it wasn't before. God, there are so many wordless sprigs. Just gonna fight one of you for no reason. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. Alright, so, as might have been clear to you if you had actually watched through the video or have looked at the timestamp at all, I have like a 46-47 minute runtime for this video, and that is, I feel, good enough, considering that I was just talking about how it does seem like we've gotten a decent amount of progress done. So I'm gonna call it quits for the 9th episode. See you guys in the 10th. I hope you enjoyed, and if anybody was watching, leave a like, subscribe. Ciao.